With the first pick, I have the Detroit Tigers selecting Spencer Strider. Sure, he had to get Tommy John this year, but what Strider has done since coming up in 2021 has been remarkable. He's struck out 13.5 batters per nine in his career so far, easily leading over the last 3 years, while posting an ERA of 3.47 and a FIP of 2.55. So far, he has a 10.3 Fangraph wins above replacement over 67 games and 54 starts. Him and Tarek Skubal in the Tigers rotation would feed families for years. At number 2, I have the Baltimore Orioles selecting Evan Carter. The Orioles did pick an outfielder in this spot, Heston Kjerstad out of Arkansas, but while he is on the cusp of becoming a good hitter in the major leagues, I have the Orioles taking a guy that's already established himself in Evan Carter. Sure, he's going through some growing pains this year, along with dealing with some back issues, but what he did last season, along with the postseason, was incredible. Last year, over 23 games in the bigs, he hit .306 with an OPS over 1,000, while also hitting .300 with a .500 slugging in the postseason, to help the Rangers win a World Series. At number 3, I have the Miami Marlins selecting Bobby Miller. The Marlins went with a college arm in Max Meyer here, but instead taking Bobby Miller. While he has missed some time this year, he had a great rookie season in 2023, posting a 3.76 ERA and striking out 8.6 batters per nine. At number 4, I have the Kansas City Royals selecting Garrett Crochet. The Orioles did take a college lefty here in Asa Lacy, but instead I have them taking the other college lefty in this draft, Garrett Crochet. He was fast-tracked to the White Sox in 2020 and pitched out of the bullpen, but after transitioning to a starter this season, he's been fantastic, striking out 12 batters per nine with an ERA of 3.33 and a FIP of 2.76 through 14 starts. At number 5, I have the Toronto Blue Jays selecting Heston Kjerstad. The Blue Jays picked Austin Martin here out of Vanderbilt, but instead I have them going with another college player, Heston Kjerstad, who's currently the number 21 prospect on MLB Pipeline. He hasn't fully gotten it going yet at the major league level, but he's been dominating in the minor leagues, hitting .308 with a .915 OPS over 232 minor league games, and he has over 1,000 OPS at AAA this season so far. At number 6, I have the Seattle Mariners selecting Jordan Walker. The Mariners picked Emerson Hancock here, but he hasn't progressed as much as people thought he would. On the other hand, while Jordan Walker has been sent down to AAA a couple of times since being drafted, there's still plenty to be excited about with him. Walker draws a lot of comparisons to Jermaine Dye from back in the day, a guy that could be a solid hitter with plenty of power. He showed a lot of potential last season, hitting 16 home runs with a .445 slugging over 117 games in his rookie season. At number 7, I have the Pittsburgh Pirates selecting Patrick Bailey. At this point, the Pirates didn't have a catcher of the future, so this would have been a great time to take one considering Henry Davis hasn't been able to fully put it together at the major league level yet. Bailey, on the other hand, is having a fantastic season in his second year, hitting .280 with a 127 WRC+, while playing some of the best defense in the game at only 25 years old. At number 8, I have the San Diego Padres selecting Jared Jones. Speaking of the Pirates, Jared Jones is pitching great for them this year, but considering the Padres have been comfortable drafting high school pitching in the past, this would have been a great fit. While Paul Skeens has been getting all of the attention lately, Jones has been great, posting a 3.27 ERA and 9.5 strikeouts per nine over 13 starts. At number 9, I have the Colorado Rockies selecting Zach Veen. I'm actually going to stick with Zach Veen to the Rockies here as he continues to impress at the minor league level thanks to his big bat and speed. As of right now, Veen is still a top 100 prospect, ranking at number 90 overall, and he's raking at AA this year, hitting .326 with a .986 OPS along with 5 homers and 9 stolen bases. At number 10, I have the LA Angels selecting Mason Wynn. In this draft, the Angels selected Reed Detmers, but I think Mason Wynn would have been a better pick in hindsight. Sure, the Angels lack pitching, but to get a shortstop of the future in Mason Wynn would have been a good move. Sure, they drafted Zach Nato in 2022, but that was a much deeper draft, and they could have used that pick to draft a pitcher like Robbie Snelling, Dylan Lesko, or Cooper Jerpy. Another bright side to drafting Mason Wynn is they've had luck drafting high school position players at premium positions, including Mike Trout. At number 11, I have the Chicago White Sox selecting Reed Detmers. The White Sox took a lefty out of college in this spot in Garrett Crochet, but since he went at number 4 in this draft, I have them taking Reed Detmers instead. While he has shown flashes of brilliance with the Angels, he hasn't fully been able to put it together. The White Sox did well with developing Crochet, so I think they would have similar luck here with Detmers. At number 12, I have the Cincinnati Reds selecting Kyle Harrison. The Reds haven't been shy tried drafting high school pitchers in the past like Hunter Green, so this could have been a great fit. The Reds have done a great job developing their pitching, and with Harrison already showing his potential this year, posting a 3.96 ERA with a good strikeout to walk ratio, I could see this being fun to watch. At number 13, I have the San Francisco Giants selecting Tink Hence. The Giants have had luck in the past drafting high school pitchers like the formerly mentioned Kyle Harrison, Logan Webb, and Madison Bumgarner. It would have been cool to see what they could do with Hence. Possessing some decent velocity with nasty off-speed stuff, he's shown a lot of promise so far, striking out almost 12 batters per 9 this year at AA with a FIP below 3. As of right now, he ranks number 48 in the top 100 prospects. At number 14, I have the Texas Rangers selecting Jordan Westburg. Here's one player from this draft that is already producing at the major league level, and in hindsight, this would have been a great pick for the Rangers at number 14. Funny enough, they took second baseman Justin Foscue out of Mississippi State, but they probably should have taken his teammate instead in Jordan Westburg, who's making a big impact with Baltimore so far. Through 61 games, he's hitting .279 with a .332 on base and a .502 slugging with 10 homers and 39 RBIs. At number 15, I have the Philadelphia Phillies selecting Spencer Torkelson. Here's the player that inspired this video. When Torkelson was taken at number 1, people ignored the fact that he was most likely just going to be a first baseman because he had a special bat coming out of Arizona State. He had serious power, hitting 54 homers over 129 games while posting an OPS over 1,200 in his college career. He was regarded as a can't-miss bat, but unfortunately, it just hasn't worked out that way. After a bad 2022 season, he picked it up in 2023, hitting 31 home runs, but the slash line left much to be desired. This year, everything has gone south again, as he's barely hitting above 200 with an OPS under 600, and he was just sent down to AAA recently. However, there's still plenty of potential with Torkelson, and I could see the Phillies taking him. They've had success with college bats like Alec Boehm and Bryson Stott, so I think this would have been a good environment for him to thrive. Hey everyone, just want to take a moment to shout out our partner for this video, and that's SoRare. I've dominated at fantasy baseball since I was a wee little lad, and in all honesty, SoRare is the most fun way I've ever played, and the best part, it's completely free to play. For those of you that don't know, SoRare MLB is a fantasy baseball game where you collect, buy, sell, and trade digital cards that form your team, and you can compete against me and anyone else in the world. The better your team, the better your chances are at winning, and the better your chances are in earning prizes, including game tickets, apparel, and the opportunity to meet players, along with VIP experiences, which gets me to the next point. This month, SoRare is hosting opportunities to win big, including the All-Star Collection event, where you build collections of your favorite teams and players. With each card you collect, you boost your score, which can unlock bonuses and rewards. The goal is simple. Try to achieve the target collection score for at least one MLB team, and the more targets you achieve, the better your chances are to win prizes, which include a VIP All-Star Game package where you get to go to the Futures Game, Home Run Derby, and All-Star Game, tickets to the MLB Play Ball Park, and $1,000 in travel credits. There's also the June Chase this month with $20,000 in total cash rewards in play, along with VIP packages to the All-Star Game. So head on over to SoRare, the link is down below in the description, and again, it's completely free to play. So with that said, let's get back to the video. At number 16, I have the Chicago Cubs selecting Peter Crow Armstrong. The Cubs originally took local high school shortstop Ed Howard here. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get it going as he's only hit .222 in the minor leagues so far. Instead, they take another high school player, and funny enough, it's a player they already have in Peter Crow Armstrong, who went a couple of picks later to the Mets. While he's still finding his way, he has a ton of potential as an everyday center fielder thanks to his tremendous athleticism with pop in his bat, shown by his 20 home runs and 37 stolen bases in the minor leagues last year. At number 17, I have the Boston Red Sox selecting Nick York. The Red Sox made a surprising pick here, picking high school second baseman Nick York, and to be honest, I think they should make it again. He got off to a hot start in the minor leagues before a shoulder injury in 2022, but got back on track last season and just recently earned a call up to AAA, where he's already hitting well. At number 18, I have the Arizona Diamondbacks selecting Kobe Mayo. As of right now, Kobe Mayo is one of the top prospects in baseball, ranking number 19 overall, despite getting picked in the 4th round. The D-backs picked a college pitcher here in Bryce Jarvis, who's helped out in the Diamondbacks bullpen. However, they've had success drafting high school players in the past, and taking a high school bat in Kobe Mayo would have been a great pick. So far at AAA this year, he's hitting .291 with a .964 OPS and 13 home runs. At number 19, I have the New York Mets selecting Colt Keith. Earlier, I mentioned the Mets took high school center fielder Peter Crow Armstrong, but since he went to the Cubs, I have them taking another high school bat in Colt Keith. While he's not great defensively, the bat is solid. He hasn't put it together at the major league level yet, but he hit extremely well in the minor leagues, which earned him a 6-year extension before even playing a major league game. At number 20, I have the Milwaukee Brewers selecting Garrett Mitchell. In this scenario, I can see the Brewers still sticking with their pick of Garrett Mitchell. While he's had some injuries, he's already shown promise at the major league level, hitting .278 with a .795 OPS and a .119 WRC plus over 47 games. At number 21, I have the St. Louis Cardinals selecting Alec Burleson. The Cardinals picked Jordan Walker here, but because I had him going earlier in this draft, they end up with a player they actually drafted later on in the compensatory round, Alec Burleson. He's showing strides this year after a couple of down seasons, hitting .273 with a .116 WRC plus and 9 homers. At number 22, I have the Washington Nationals selecting Cade Cavalli. While Cavalli did get Tommy John recently that caused him to miss all of 2023, I still see the Nationals making this pick. He still has a lot of upside thanks to his big fastball along with 3 above average to plus pitches to go along with it. He's back on the mound now in the minor leagues, and it's possible we see him pitch in the major leagues next year. At number 23, I have the Cleveland Guardians selecting Thomas Saggese. At this point, they were the Indians and they weren't the Guardians yet, but nonetheless, they took high school shortstop Carson Tucker, but he hasn't progressed much in the minors. Instead, I have them taking another high school shortstop, Thomas Saggese. While he's more of a second baseman now, he's shown a lot of upside with the bat so far, hitting .288 with an .850 OPS over 4 minor league seasons so far. At number 24, I have the Tampa Bay Rays selecting Mick Abel. The Rays took high school pitcher Nick Bitsko in this spot, with Abel going higher to the Phillies, but the way this shakes out, Abel falls to the Rays. Bitsko ended up getting shoulder surgery, and he's only now just getting back to pitching. Abel, on the other hand, has shown a lot of upside thanks to good velocity and stuff, but he's struggled with his control. The Rays have done well developing pitching, so this would be a good pairing. At number 25, I have the Atlanta Braves selecting Emerson Hancock. Hancock was originally drafted number 6 overall by the Mariners, but because he's shown more of being a back-end to mid-rotation starter, he falls to the Braves here. That would be pretty cool, though, considering he was drafted out of the University of Georgia, so he'd be staying in his backyard. At number 26, I have the Oakland A's selecting Tyler Soderstrom. I still have the A's picking Soderstrom here, considering he's shown some good power in the minor leagues, and he's starting to get some consistent ABs at the major league level. At number 27, I have the Minnesota Twins selecting Casey Schmidt. The Twins originally took power hitter Aaron Sabato out of North Carolina in this spot. While he's hit for some power in the minor leagues, he hasn't been able to show he's a consistent, well-rounded hitter up to this point. Instead, I'll have the Twins going with another college player in Casey Schmidt, who's played more on the other side of the diamond. While Schmidt is still trying to put it together in the majors, he's hit well in the minor leagues up to this point. At number 28, I have the New York Yankees selecting Austin Wells. No reason to switch this up, as Austin Wells has been sharing playing time so far with Jose Trevino. While the bat hasn't been consistent at the major league level, he hit 21 home runs last year across all levels, and he's played good defense. At number 29, I have the LA Dodgers selecting Brandon Pfaadt. With Bobby Miller going to the Marlins earlier in this draft, the Dodgers end up with Brandon Pfaadt. Pfaadt was also a pitcher coming out of college, and he's shown plenty of potential, pitching well in the postseason last year, along with pitching in the World Series, and has posted a 3.52 FIP through 13 starts this season. So that's my list. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Do you think some other players would end up in different spots? Let me know. But that's all I have for this video. If you can on the way out, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you next time.